All right, this is we're standing in front of the baker's second house when we moved here in 1954 from Fairfield, and we pulled the old house down, which is at the front of this building, and it was used to build the chook sheds, and nothing was wasted in my days in the 1950s. This house that we're standing in front of was built probably about 55, 56-ish, and it was the house to the working farm that we had around here with about 2,000 chickens. I was going to say fowls, but they're chickens. And so my dad built every bit of this from groundwork to the roof, and he was a master carpenter. A little short man, but he could work like a ferret. Down the side here, this veranda at the side here went right halfway down the side of the house is where I used to sleep, and later on it was enclosed, but in those days you'd sleep out there with a mosquito net, because the mosquitoes would eat you alive. So one of those old-fashioned nets that you see in the 1800s, I slept under one of them and listened to the mozzies howl all night. But at the side there, we had fruit trees. There's still if we get a shot of that, there's still persimmon trees and China pear trees that my mother used to make and put into the old Vicola. It was a thing where you cooked them up with sugar, and you were able to keep them. They were bottled, and you were able to keep them for about 2 or 3 years, which was really good. But this was a farm of about 10 1/4 acres. We came here, and my brother was given a horse, so there was a horse running around in this property. We ended up with a sheep that my grandfather gave us, and there we had a cat, as all farms would have, to keep the mice and rats down. And this was really a wonderful place to grow up in, and yeah, it was a lovely place to grow up in Tahmoor.